What's up guys, Jim here and welcome to a brand new video. Today, we're taking a look at the official nominations for the Premier League Player of the Month for April. A couple of days ago I covered the favourites in my opinion. There's actually been a couple of curveballs in here, two defenders, which I did not mention the other day. And if I did get a Premier League Player of the Month card, it'd be pretty damn awesome. But we'll get into more detail about that in just a second. So before we get started, as always, you can show your support by leaving a like rating. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and the comments below. Who do you think deserves to win the Player of the Month award? And finally, if you missed my previous video, it will be down below in the description box. And today, like I said, going through the official nominations as well as some potential SBC investments on the console. And remember, just 10% of the public vote does go towards the overall winner of the award, and also the voting ends on the 8th of May at 11:59 BST, and the winner will be revealed next Friday, the 12th of May. So 1 week from today. So let's get into it, into the official nominations. The very first player is someone that's already won the award this year, Heung-min Son, and currently probably I'd say the favourite to win it this time. His stats for April consist of 6 games played, 6 wins for Tottenham, so the best form in the league right now. 5 goals and 1 assist for him personally. It's a great month. The joint highest goal scorer in April with 5 goals in 4 consecutive matches, including the one that put Spurs ahead in a late fight back at Swansea City. I put their card as a left midfielder, but remember I said last time he could still be a striker because 3 games are out wide at left midfield, the other 3 were either centre forward or striker. And the second nomination is going to be Christian Eriksen, so another Spurs player this time as a cam, although he could also be a right midfielder because technically, like Heung-min Son, played 3 central and 3 out wide. But his stats are 6 games played, 6 wins, 0 losses, 2 goals, 2 assists. No player created more than Eriksen's 21 chances for Spurs, 2 of which resulted in goals. He also scored twice, including the 30-yard winner at Crystal Palace. So he is a very important player for Spurs and hopefully gets in the Premier League team this season, imagine a couple of weeks time. Then we go on to Eric Bailly, someone I didn't mention before, but he would be such a good card. Around 84 rated, 83 pace, 86 defending, 87 physical, an absolute monster there. And I wouldn't be against him actually winning the award because I'd go straight into my team. But overall, he played 7 games, winning 3, drawing 4. So they were unbeaten, but a lot of draws in there. But he did help contribute to getting 5 clean sheets in a month out of 7 games. The defender helped Man United get 5 clean sheets while making 16 interceptions and winning 12 aerial duels as his team extended their unbeaten run. Eden Hazard is up next, another player that's also won the award this year, and for Chelsea, 6 games played, 4 wins, 2 losses, 4 goals and 1 assist. He could be though a cam or a left wing. And the reason I'm saying cam is because I mentioned it before with Nainggolan. When he gets an informed card, it tends to be a centre forward, and it's pretty much a similar role to what Hazard is in the team sheet. It's a 3-4-2-1 with Hazard the left hand side of the striker, although technically Nainggolan, obviously he's not a winger. But Hazard's 4 goals included both in the 2-1 win over Manchester City. He also created 18 chances, playing 141 passes, finishing in the final third and completing 13 dribbles. Another Belgian this time is going to be Spurs' Jan Vertonghen, so their 3rd nomination this month. Obviously it's understandable though, because 6 games played, 6 wins, and for him, 0 goals, 0 assists, but 5 clean sheets. Jan Vertonghen played his part in Spurs' 5 clean sheets, winning 90% of his tackles. In possession, he made 375 successful passes and completed 8 dribbles, so a fantastic month for Spurs in general, their attackers, midfielders, and also the defenders. But the reason I don't want to get this award is stop him getting into team of the season most consistent. And we have seen that final draft, so that'll be out very soon I imagine, and Vertonghen was definitely one of the best players in there. Then we go on to Sergio Aguero. For Man City, 6 games played, just the 2 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss. He scored 5 goals and getting 1 assist. Aguero scored 5 times across 5 different matches, including against Arsenal and Chelsea, while he also set up a goal and created 10 other chances. And the final nomination is going to another Belgian, this time is Christian Benteke from Crystal Palace. I think his stats on the Premier League site are actually wrong. It says played 6, won 2, drew 1 and lost 3, although I'm pretty certain they beat Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal all in April. By the way, his personal contribution was 5 goals and 1 assist throughout the month. Benteke scored 5 times, including the winner at Chelsea and twice in their 2-1 win at Anfield. He created 8 chances, including 1 assist, and won 65 aerial battles. So there are the official nominations. Let's jump onto the console now and look at each in particular player and how you can invest in them for the SBC. So the very first nomination was Heung-min Son from Tottenham, and his current highest rated card on FIFA this year is an 88 rated left midfielder, I think a 2nd in form because he's got 2 man of matches, a player of the month, and like I said, 2 informs. He's got a 5-star week for now the 4-star skimmers on top of it, so one of the best cards in the game genuinely so damn good in game. His price right now on Xbox One is looking like, when it finally loads for me, there we go, 240. I think according to Footbin he's like 210k, so quite expensive, and he did drop as low as about 180. So one thing to probably have in your club right now as a potential investment, or just to cover yourself if he does get the Player of the Month award, is a special version of him. Currently I've got his 86 man of the match card, actually still my striker in my main team. He doesn't have like a ridiculous goal to game ratio, but his goal contributions is fantastic. And I basically kept him because he is first owner. That's one card right there, and I'm really hoping you can submit this one, his old Player of the Month card, because otherwise this one's really pointless now. I believe for the Dele Alli Player of the Month card, you could submit his Footmas SBC, his Player of the Month SBC, or any informed cards. So I'm hoping they do the same for Heung-min Son. And his other special cards consist of the 88 left midfield, 87 cam, 86 striker, 84 left midfield, which is Player of the Month card, and 83 in form. Next up is going to his nationality. I'll cover this for every single one, but Heung-min Son, if you go to my club, I think I've got pretty much the highest rated possible South Korean team, including Heung-min Son himself. So same time for him, I think he's the highest rated. There's a couple of golds here and there I may be missing, but silver-wise, I actually invested in these not too long ago, like 400 coins, 1.1. Yeah, they're not too expensive, but if they are involved, they may go up a little bit. And the best way to determine what silver will cost the most is if you look at the gold players, they have got a gold left back. So this guy right here, he wouldn't really be worth too much. But for example, I don't think there's a gold centre back. So him and also the goalkeeper, they're ones that I'd probably personally look at. They could do a South Korean team which requires a special card, which the only one I think right now is actually Heung-min Son himself. His former clubs consist of FC Seoul, or Seoul, not sure how you say its name, in the K-League in Korea. Then we have got Hamburg in the Bundesliga, as well as Bayer Leverkusen. And the teams he faced throughout April consist of Burnley, Swansea, Watford, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, and the London Derby against Arsenal. And the reason I'm covering so many routes for Heung-min Son is the simple fact that I'm pretty certain right now he's probably the favourite to win the award, because most goal contributions or joint most, and Spurs played 6, winning 6, that's pretty damn impressive. And my cost prediction for a Heung-min Son Player of the Month, 89. Now, some people may disagree with this, but I think 200 to 300k for the simple fact that they may match his 88 second in form, which will probably rise in price, so probably like 300 to 400k maybe. But if he does get a Team of the Season card, it completely blows his perp on out of the water instantly. And I think that would then reduce the price of this card dramatically, so hopefully it can be quite affordable. The next nomination is going to Christian Eriksen from Tottenham. And I mentioned how good he was this month, 2 goals, 2 assists to his name. And right now I've got his 88 on loan, so I can't really check his price, but I believe he's about 200k. His former clubs consist of Odense BK, although I think that's only youth level for him, and also Ajax. And the teams he faced throughout April, the exact same as Heung-min Son: Burnley, Swansea, Watford, Bournemouth, Palace, and Arsenal. You may also have to submit a special version of Christian Eriksen, currently 88 in form, 87, and a 86, I think? No, is that a special card? I'm not too sure, but either way, I think for Eriksen, the one thing is I'm personally getting a special card of him, because I don't think he'll win it, but if he does, of course I have to buy one. And for Denmark, they haven't got too many really high rated players, but have got, for example, an 88 rated Schmeichel out now as a team in knockout stage. But I've got his 84 in from Dolberg, and Eriksen himself, as it Vass, I think his name is, Braithwaite, most of these are really affordable. So my cost prediction is around 300k, the same as Heung-min Son himself, and the reason for that is because Tots is just around the corner and Eriksen has a big shout to get in that. The next nomination is going to be a centre back, and that is Eric Bailly from Manchester United. I've got his ones to watch card. It's a first owner untradeable, but I think right now his price really isn't too much at all. As for his nation, there are quite a few high-rated players in there, such as Yaya Toure, who I don't currently have in my club. They have Sergio Aurier, Eric Bailly himself, Doumbia, Max Gradel, Zaha. They've got a fair amount of good players, but I don't think the rating will be too high because I think they're lacking in some areas. Bailly's former clubs consist of Espanyol as well as Villarreal, both of course in Spain, and teams he faced in April are West Brom, Everton, Sunderland, Chelsea, Burnley, Man City of course in a derby, and Swansea. And my price prediction is 50 to 100k, although personally I don't think he'll get it. Then we've got Eden Hazard, a player that would cost an absolute ton if he was released as a 95 rated left winger. So let's look at his price right now for his 94. I believe around 500k or so, although apparently on PlayStation he's at 700. So the obvious first one to look at is going to be Belgium. It's included both Hazard and also for Romelu Lukaku. Now let's look at the players we've got currently in my club. We've got Defour, a Benteke. Now I've purchased that, as you'll see it throughout the video in a second, for Benteke, a Dendoncker 84, Courtois, Carrasco, Dembele and Benteke himself. But if I go to low to high, I've got quite a few untradables like Charlie, I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Dembele I wouldn't get rid of. An 86 Dendonk I'd happily use. Lukaku and Hazard, of course. If you could use a 91 Hazard in the upgrade for 95, that's what I'd do instead. Although I do have a lot of games played this Hazard. In fact, 415 games, 238 goals, and 188 assists. A lot of that now as a sub. That is really, really good. You'd probably have to submit a special Hazard card, so 94, 93, 93, I think that's for champions, 92 striker, a 91 left winger, a 90 left winger, and his 89 upgrade. So he's got a lot of cards this year, a few in forms, a purple, and upgrades. Hazard has got two formal clubs. One of them was at youth level for AFC 2B, so I don't think they're on FIFA 17. But the other one, of course, is at Lille in France. And teams he faced in April are Crystal Palace, Man City, Bournemouth, Manchester United, Southampton, and Everton. And my cost prediction for a 95 rated Hazard is easy over 600k, although he's guaranteed to get a Team of the Season card now, so possibly it could be a bit cheaper. Then we move on to Jan Vertonghen, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cover too many routes for him because basically they've been covered already in this video. I mentioned them, but won't show them on the screen. So Vertonghen does not have a special card, although at Team of the Season he will have a most consistent one, unless he does win this award, of course. And his base 83 just sold for 3.5k. I imagine probably need quite a high rated Belgian team, and his former clubs are Ajax. There's one more team called RKC Waalwijk, although I don't think they're on the game because they're in the second tier of, I think, Dutch football. And just like Heung-min Son and also Eriksen's April opponents are Burnley, Swansea, Watford, Bournemouth, Palace and Arsenal, and my cost prediction for a Vertonghen special card, like 50k max. And now we've gone to Sergio Aguero, probably someone that's quite underlooked right now because he has actually got the same amount of goal contributions as Heung-min Son. But Man City's form wasn't fantastic with just 2 wins out of 6 games in total, and currently his highest rated card is a 97 rated, I think, man of the match, yeah, and his price is very expensive, over 600k. Now, I'm not sure if you'd have to submit a special Aguero card for the simple fact he's only got 2, the 91 and the 90, and that's not really a massive variety to choose from, and his price would skyrocket, so I'm not sure if EA would consider that, and especially there'll be a lot of Team of the Season strikers now that have much better stats than 92 Aguero. Argentina is another option, and I'm not gonna lie, if Aguero gets it, I personally won't be doing it because the price would be so much for a player that I probably wouldn't even use. I've not got many high-rated Argentinians either. That's one route you probably could cover. His 2 former clubs consist of Independiente, who are currently playing in the Primera Division in Argentina, I think I said that right, and of course Atletico Madrid in Spain. And the teams he faced in April, Arsenal, Chelsea, Hull City, Southampton, United and Middlesbrough. And I imagine a lot of people are thinking the same thing. If he does get a purple card, we probably won't do it because of the price. And the final nomination is going to Christian Benteke from Crystal Palace. And now, I know a lot of people probably say Ross has the same amount of goal contributions as Aguero, and their form was even worse than Man City's, but taking consideration, obviously Palace's team compared to Man City's is a lot worse, and they did beat 3 big teams. And just a couple of weeks ago, he did get an 88 rated second in form card, or possibly third in form now, and the price for it has risen slightly, but I mean, before I think it's 140k, and right now it's looking at 170, so definitely increase in that Benteke. And I've already been through the high rated Belgian players for Eden Hazard, so Benteke, it'd be the exact same as that. His former clubs consist of Standard Liège, we've got Genk, we also have got KV, Kortrijk, apologies if I butcher his names, we've got KV, Mechelen, Aston Villa and Liverpool. And I'm going to assume that you'd have to submit a special Benteke card because he has got quite a few of them now. I bought his 86 a couple of days ago for 71k. So the Premier League site does say Benteke played 6 games in April, though technically they played 7 because Chelsea was on the 1st of April. I'm not sure if that counted for a previous match week. Actually, they must be including that game because in the description for Benteke, it does say he's got the winner at Chelsea, so I'm not sure where they're coming from. So they played Chelsea, Southampton, Arsenal, Leicester, Liverpool, Spurs and Burnley. And my cost prediction for a player of the month Christian Benteke is 250k plus because I imagine all of his informed cards will probably double. So there we have it, all 7 nominations for the Premier League Player of the Month for April, and it's a lot more to get through than normal. A couple of favourites in my opinion are going to be Heung-min Son as well as Christian Benteke. So those are the 2 I've personally invested in, but some of them, like there may be an underdog in there, potentially like Eric Bailly or Vertonghen. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and the comments below. Out of all 7 players, who do you think deserves to win the award? And finally, if you missed my previous video, it will be down below in the description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.